Morning students, today we are going to read poem Fire and Ice of the book First Flight. In chapter 1, besides a letter to God, we have to read two poems, Dust of Snow and Fire and Ice. This poem, Fire and Ice, has been written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost was born on 26 March 1874 in San Francisco. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. He was admired for his depictions of the rural life of New England. He died on 29th January 1963 in Boston, United States. In this poem, Fire and Ice, these two words, fire and ice, are the symbol of desire and hatred. Fire is the symbol of desire and ice is the symbol of hatred. The poet says that the two different beliefs regarding the end of the world. He says that he is in the favor of those who say this world will end in fire, as he has seen the effect and results of uncontrolled and unending desires. He finds the human desires are same as fire in its nature. On the other hand, the second belief tells that ice is sufficient for destroying this world, and the poet compares the nature of ice with hatred. As ice can make a part of body numb with its prolonged contact like hatred, it can also give numbness to our mind and thoughts and make us insensitive and cruel. The poet brings us into the middle of an argument between people who think the world will come to a fiery end and people who think the world will freeze. He could be talking about the literal end of the world, but he is also talking about the power that human beings have to harm or destroy one another. Here the poet shares his experience. Now let us see the poem. What are the experience, what is the feelings, and what is the opinion of the poet. In the first stanza, the poet says, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. In the first stanza, the poet says that some people say that there would be the end of the world with fire. Fire means desire. The people will fight to fulfill their desire and there will be the end of the world. But some say no, hatred. It is hatred who will destroy the world. There will be cold war of hatred and the world will end. But the poet says, from what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. According to the poet says that he favors those people who think that the world will be destroyed because of the desire, because of the fire. and the poet favors them. But in the second stanza, the poet says, but if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice, would sufficient. But the poet says that when the world will be destroyed second time, the poet says that it would be destroyed because of hatred. And because the hatred, the ice has no less power. It is sufficient for the destruction of the world second time. The difficult words in this poem are perish, perish means die, suffice, be sufficient. See the questions. There are many ideas about how the world will end. Do you think the world will end someday? Have you ever thought what would happen if the sun got so hot that it burst or grew colder and colder? For frost, what do fire and ice stand for? Here are some ideas. Question number 3. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? How does it help in bringing out the contrasting idea in the poem? See the rhyming scheme of the poem. Mark fire as A, ice as B, desire A, fire A, twice B, hate C, ice B, great C, suffice B. Now see the rhyming scheme. Fire A, ice B, desire A, fire A, twice B, hate C, ice B, great C, suffice B. The other figure of speech in this poem is symbolism. The poem is all about two symbols of fire and ice. When the poet associates fire with desire and ice with hate, we know that fire and ice are symbols of human behaviors and emotions. You will go through the poem and write question answer in your notebook copy. If you have any problem, ask me on my personal number. Have a nice day. Thank you.